Week 4 upset watch. Let's talk through a couple of games and a couple of teams who I think might be on upset watch, trying to stay away from the close lines. These lines are a little bit more stretched. Who can really pull off an upset here? And we got a couple of them on Friday night. So let's start in Lincoln, Nebraska, where the Fighting Illini come to town. Nebraska's at the moment like a 7.5 point favorite, maybe 8.5 in some places. So just a little over a touchdown. This is a really, really big spot for Dylan Raiola. So far, he's looked pretty solid. Their defense has looked pretty good so far. So I think they're a really solid team. But we got this Illini team that's coming in, that's showing a lot of grit, and they're a little better than I think a lot of people had expected. So with the freshman quarterback Dylan Raiola in a big spot right now, we'll see how that game goes. But I think we're on upset watch for them. Still sticking to Friday night, we got Stanford coming to Syracuse. Yes, this ACC conference game, the Battle of the Block S's. Syracuse is a favorite here. I think about 9 point favorite over Stanford right now. I think Stanford has the opportunity to come in and get an upset over Syracuse. I do like Syracuse this year. I think they're a pretty solid team. I think they're going to have a pretty good record, mostly based on the schedule that they have. But I do think Stanford is also like a pretty tough team. So I'm interested to see how this one does. I think there's a shot that Stanford can pull this one out. All right, let's head over to Washington. Washington's favored by about 12 over Northwestern. I'm just pretty low on this Washington team right now. So I think that Northwestern, they can potentially pull this off. I think Dave Braun's a good coach, and he'll scheme something up to keep it competitive with Washington. So keep an eye on that one. All right, now we got Memphis and Navy. Memphis is traveling to Annapolis to play Navy. And Navy this year have looked pretty solid. And I know Memphis came off a big win off of Florida State, so I'm kind of looking for like a little bit of a letdown after a Florida State win. And I do think Navy has been pretty decent. So I'm paying a close attention when I think Memphis could be an upset watch. And then lastly, USC. I think the more we've learned about LSU right now, the less kind of impressive that USC win is to open up the season than I initially had thought it was. Like LSU, really, really struggled against South Carolina. They didn't look all that great against Nichols. So I'm not sure how they're going to be able to fare against the Michigan defense that's not quite as good as last year, but also really solid. So give me USC, the last one, on upset watch for the week. Follow Big Body Ball CFB on all socials.